There's no story stranger than Cary Grant's experience at an Alice Cooper concert. The man known as one of the most sophisticated gentlemen in Hollywood flipped the script when he entertained the idea of attending the Godfather of Shock Rock concert as a favor. It was the 1970s, and as the story goes, while dating photojournalist Maureen Donaldson, Grant was persuaded to attend a show with her. Grant once described Alice Cooper as, quote, just a homely man once you scratch off all that hideous makeup. The agreement was that Grant would go, but on one condition: he would have to be in disguise. So now the North by Northwest actor, the heartthrob to many who was usually seen in a sharp suit, was now sporting sunglasses around his eyes, a gold chain necklace, sharkskin legging, and a checkered jacket. If the image gets you to chuckle, you know truth as we know it is really stranger than fiction. And if you're enjoying the story so far, be sure to give us a like and subscribe. Okay, so back to Cary Grant and what he had to do to cope with such a show out of his element. If you're wondering about earplugs, you can check that box, because he had them deep inside his ears, again sitting through the show without one complaint. Sure, he probably wasn't bobbing his head to "School's Out," but he sat through the theatrics and snakes of a typical Alice Cooper show. The disguise he wore wasn't necessary, but it's not clear why he felt he had to dress so differently. His face was stoic as he powered through an event he would never forget. And now the release. Grant was leaving the concert with Donaldson. She could tell he was uncomfortable. She became curious about his thoughts of the concert. She was well aware he had something to say and wanted to know the impression the concert had on him. Grant opened up, looked at her, and said, quote, you know what it's like? He paused and added, remember I told you about the time I took LSD in my doctor's office and shat all over his rug and floor? Well, now I know how that poor doctor felt. Have you ever heard this wild story of Cary Grant and Alice Cooper? Let us know in the comments below your thoughts.